We have a certain responsibility to our members. We have a responsibility to our stakeholders, those who fund us with very hard-earned money, the foundations that have invested in us. They've manifested their belief in us through various generous support. We came to realize that we owe it to them to have a very clear and transparent process of not only what we do, but showing where that support goes. So that's one. And the other thing is that rather than working on kind of an ad hoc basis, we really needed to adopt a very clearly articulated strategic plan. This has really made us a lot more not only transparent and accountable, but it also has improved our governance structure, because not only do we have a goal that's articulated in writing, presented to all our stakeholders, that outlines both our short, medium, and long-term ambitions. For the Nature Society at least, issues of having procedures, a level of transparency that's evident to both our members as well as to our other stakeholders and sponsors and those who believe in what we do. These are things that didn't come naturally to us because we didn't start out with a group with a particular conservation focus. We were accidental conservationists. We really started out as people who just love nature. And if we, the Nature Society, a group really that had no tradition of a particular lobby or activist structure, if we can come to the point where we have adopted a series of procedures that can be recognized, I think that should give encouragement to any civil society group.
When we look at governance, it is about succession. It is about doing things in a way that is more sustainable, because we care about that work. Actually, when we filled in the form, questionnaire, we didn't at all expect to win. In fact, I told the board, we're not ready, but I think it's a good exercise to get us ready, right, to be better. As I was doing it, I realized, oh, actually, we've got a lot of this in place, right? But because it's been incremental, so I didn't realize how much of this we had in place. There were also areas like risk management, where I felt, oh, this part is my next focus, right? So it helped me to also identify the areas that were weaker, which I was kind of aware of, but it became very clear to me, all this very strong, and this part is actually the one that stands out as really not as strong. That whole exercise was really useful. So I would encourage people to do it, not for the sake of winning an award, but because it actually is a really good self-assessment of where you are in terms of your governance. And don't be too discouraged, because it is a work in progress, right? And so long as you keep making incremental steps to getting better, I think that's all we can ask, because the day-to-day short-term work, especially if you're under-resourced, especially if you are still volunteer-led, is going to be the priority. But don't completely neglect the long-term governance stuff. And of course, it's satisfying to have a well-running system. So when you can see, oh, okay, this is how it's supposed to be, and it is actually working that way, and it is actually showing that result. You get good feedback from other people, say, oh, I had a good experience there, right? Then you feel that pride too, right? And that inspires you to want to do better.
SPD governance is always a journey. It's never an isolated milestone, neither is it an isolated process. Because it is a journey, it is important for us when we start to have that correct mindset. We believe in governance not because it simplifies or it clarifies processes per se, but because governance is about our clients. It is about the people whom we serve. And that is the whole end of good governance. Ultimately, an accountability to the people who came to us, believing that we can help them in the way they need it. Accountability to the people who believed in us sufficiently to fund us and to partner us. Governance is not a process that we all have to put up with, but it is a process that's integral to the good running of every organization. It is integral to the welfare of our beneficiaries. So it's got to start with that mindset change. And that mindset change must be at the board level, at senior management level, at the professional level, and right down to every person that's serving here. So the building of a culture that believes in accountability, and then learning from other people. What have others done which we should adopt? What have we done that is not adequate? So looking outside, looking within ourselves. One, the continued passion to serve the clients. The continued belief that we've got to be good to serve. And thirdly, that the work will never end. If we think along these lines, we will always be wanting to look at how else we can do better. We will want to get our whole act together